my channel. So today we're gonna get into the part 2 of my Psycho Ex-Boss story time or story times. Grab your tea because that's what I have here because it's really hot. Grab your snacks, grab something because these are some crazy stories. This is literally like the millionth time I've tried to record this because every time I try to record, something keeps going wrong. And I just want to get this over with. So the first story time is going to be about the time I had got a flat tire in his car. He had told me to go grab us lunch. So I went to go do that. I was driving on the highway and then someone behind me, they were like honking at me and they got on the side of me and they were like, pull over, pull over. And I was like, what? So I pulled over and then I was like walking around the car and I was like, I don't see anything wrong. Like, what is wrong? Like, what were they honking at? And then I noticed that the tire was flat. So I was like, damn. I texted George and I was like, hey, like your car has a flat tire and I'm stuck on the side of the highway. And he was like, okay, let me text the other guy that's on his lunch right now to see if he can come back early and cover me while I go get you. So that's what he did. The other guy came back and then he went to go get me. So he took my car and we left his car there on the side of the highway and we were like driving around town to see if we could find somewhere that was able to fix his tire. But mind you, it was Sunday, so nothing was open, like nothing was open. We went back to his car and he was just like, let's follow each other and then we'll fix it ourselves. So I was like, fine. We drove into this like huge parking lot area and he was like, okay, well, you're gonna fix the tire. Like, I'm gonna tell you what to do and you're gonna fix it. So that's what I did. Like, I've never changed a tire. I had no idea what I was doing. He was literally just sitting there instructing me on what to do. And my freaking hands obviously got so dirty, my jeans were dirty, and I was just like pissed off at the fact that he made me do everything and he didn't do anything himself. Next story is about on Halloween, he would ask us if we wanted to go work at his house after hours. So basically we would go there and we would hand out candy to kids, which, I mean, I didn't mind it because I'm gonna get money for doing nothing, something that he could have easily done, which was like, why are you gonna pay us extra money to do something that is so simple that you can do? We had another employee and we're gonna name him Jacob. So Jacob and George, for some reason, they never really clicked. Jacob he decided to go get a second job and he hadn't told George about it. So he was working there, I think about a week or so. And somehow George found out. George had texted me a photo of Jacob's car and he was like, oh, how could he betray me? Or he said something, I forgot what he said in the text message, but he was just like mad at the fact that Jacob had decided to work somewhere else. And he would always tell Jacob stuff like, why are you working there? They're not going to care for you as much as I care for you here. They probably don't even know your name. He was just basically talking down on that other job. But it's so normal for people to have 2 jobs nowadays. Like, people need money, they have car payments, they have rent to pay. And he was just so pissed off at the fact that he got a second job for no reason. Another thing is George had asked me to go into work one day at 5 a.m. to put a banner up above our building. I clocked in and we climbed like these tall ass buildings to put the banner up and it didn't work out because it was more difficult than he expected it to be. And it was just like, what the hell? Like, why am I doing this? So one thing I did hear was that after George had let me go because of his money issues, he was bragging to people that he bought his wife a new car, he bought it cash, you know, he bought it for her, and he was complaining to me that he had money issues. So that's not the reason he let me go. That is complete bullshit. After the first video, you guys, I got so much drama from George. It was insane. I kind of had a feeling that something like that would happen, but let me just fill you guys in on the tea that happened when I posted that first video. So I have the messages here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to post them in the video, but if I am, I will definitely do that for you guys. Alright, so first thing is first. The day I posted the video, George had texted me and he said, please take that down. I have family at 10:27 at night. And I didn't reply. So after he texted me that, he went onto my Instagram and started commenting on my pictures and liking my pictures and followed me. He even subscribed to my YouTube channel. So hey George. Let's see. He commented on my Instagram pictures and he was like, gratefulness. Another one, he was like offering up resources without even being asked. And on another picture, he was like day one mentor and supporter, buying stuff I didn't even want to help a friend's small business. He even texted my sister at 12 midnight saying, at work they would call me Mary, so he was like, Mary called in for over a week the day I asked the entire staff to stop calling in because of my financial hardship. Meanwhile, on Instagram, showing off that she is having a great time while she is supposedly in the hospital. Why is it so hard to understand getting laid off? Most people would get fired. I don't get it. And that's complete bullshit, because the day after he sent us that lecture about calling in and missing, I did text him that I was sick and that I couldn't go into work. So this is what I told him that day. I took my pills at too close of a time frame and feel really sick right now. Can I use my sick hours? He was like, sure, okay. Poor timing though. Attendance has gotten out of control. You've called in sick several times this year. That was on a Tuesday. So the next day, Wednesday, he texted me at 6:38 in the morning, and I normally go into work at 8 o'clock. He was like, how are you feeling coming in today? Jessica called in on Sunday because the Accutane made her eyes hurt and her vision blurry. I was like, I'm so sorry I haven't texted you. I've been in the emergency room. That was at 7 o'clock. He was like, well, yep, with those harsh liver medications, you really can't do anything else. Even a multivitamin can make your liver tap out. I didn't reply to that, and he texted me at 3 in the afternoon and he was like, do you want to use your vacation time until you get well? And I was like, yes, we can start that today. He's like, okay, see you next week. And he was like, do some research on the liver and what it does. It will make it easier to take liver harsh drugs in the future. For example, deep fried foods, foods that are harder to process than light alcohol, spicy foods, also tax it. I don't know. And I was like, okay, yeah, so Wednesday. He's all, wow, you're reading minds now, impressive. So you'll be back Wednesday? And I was like, yeah. So Wednesday comes around, you guys, and he texted me at 6:42 in the morning. He's like, I'm sorry, Ponce, I have mismanaged my money and business with you and Janet being sick 2 weeks. I can't cover payroll. I'm forced to lay you two off until August. I know I said if there's anything else I can do, I can help you. Until then, let me know. So that was like bullshit that he was texting my sister all that stuff. So that was between him and me. I'm just trying to give you guys a little backstory so you guys can see how much of a liar he is. So he was telling my sister that, and she was like, from my understanding, you let her go right after she came back from taking her vacation hours, which you suggested, and saying that you let her go because of your financial reasons. You should force your employees that you have and just leave my sister alone. This is old news. She's like, I'm sure you have bigger problems than this. I don't know why you're stuck on something that's happened 6 months ago. And he was like, yeah, you're right. So why won't she leave me alone? She was like, George, not everything is about you. Not everybody is attacking you unless you have a guilty conscience. Maybe you should come to reality and just realize how you are and what type of person you are, what type of boss you are. You should be apologizing for what you make people, employees go through working for you. That's the truth. He's do you not know she's posting videos of me online? Wow, I didn't know that you felt that way. I will never contact you again. She was like, it's only about you if you think it is. Like I said, guilty conscience, George. He was like, the video is pretty specific. I never had a boss who treated me like a friend, bought me food, fixed items for free. Never. Guilty about what? Finding someone that claimed that she was too sick to work for over a week, supposedly in the hospital, me believing it, willing to empty my savings account to help. Not guilty, just stupid. So you guys can see how much of a freaking liar he is. And she was like, no, George, that actually sounds like the other employees that you have still there, I believe, and still haven't fired, and post that she's smoking, but maybe you don't let it go because you're out there smoking with her, or things that you don't understand. Look in the mirror and your other employees before you start attacking the wrong person. Let it go, George. She hasn't worked for you in over 6 months. And he was like, wow, Mary's been lying to you. She told me that she was in the hospital after a no call, no show. Then posted Instagram videos of her out having fun. Whatever I asked her to take it down nicely. Thanks for opening my eyes and how unappreciative some people are. Always blows my mind. I don't understand people like that. I wouldn't accept shit from someone I don't like. I'm a weirdo. I'll get it myself. Peace out. So that was the thing between them. And then I remember my sister had called me in the morning and she's like, what's going on? Because she didn't know that I had posted the video and I had told her everything. And when she told me, obviously, that he texted her, that's when I got pissed. And I was just like, dude, like, that's way too much. So I decided to text him and tell him something. I was like I said, who's saying that video is about you? LOL. I want nothing from you, nor do I need anything from you. I don't know why you're over here obsessing over a video I recorded and uploaded yesterday. Literally harassing me by texting me at 10 o'clock at night, texting my sister, adding me on Instagram, commenting on my Instagram pictures. I considered that's a little bit over the top, don't you think? I was fine ignoring all of that shit until you were texting my sister, lying to her about me. LOL. So foolish of you to do that. You're beyond ridiculous. I have all of the messages, so you can keep lying and lying all you want. I go, you have problems of your own, don't you? I'd suggest that you worry about those than some stupid little video on the internet. And all he said was, I tried to be clear with you last time and now. I don't hate you and I don't take joy in this. I'm sorry. Let's see if we get more drama in this video. I'm pretty sure we will because he's a subscriber, you guys. And that's the tea. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you thought about it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like the video, and feel free to share it to any of your friends or family. I will be posting more about this because there's a lot more to talk about. And I'm not obsessing over you, George. I'm so over that job. It's just my truth about things that I dealt with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys. Bye.